Hey, this is Jim Moore with the Moore Group along with Amanda Myers. This segment is about our new division that we have started here at the Moore Group that we're calling Clinical and Executive Markets. We're so excited to have Amanda on our team because of her vast experience of working in the job recruiting field, specifically in the clinical area. Talk a little bit, Amanda, about your experience in job recruiting in that field.
Sure. I actually came from a large regional emergency medicine, hospital medicine group here in Lexington. And I started off as a physician recruiter and kind of helped just to pioneer the group into recently being assumed by a large national group. And so the one thing I loved most about my job was physician recruiting and bringing families to the Lexington area. So
good deal. And you and I have talked about a little bit when you were in that role, what a difficult time you had kind of handing these families over to real estate agents. And although you kind of knew that you needed them, you had kind of a hard time kind of letting them go. Speak a little bit to that concern and then how you've kind of circled back into the real estate business and joining the Moore Group, knowing that we were going to kind of be purposeful about this.
Sure, so absolutely. Well, you know, I had the physician and their family's best interest at heart at all times. And so that was my hardest decision, to let them go to someone else, to take them around town and release them, or to even let them sit with them for an hour and sell them on something that maybe just wasn't more about Lexington or the family. It was more maybe about their back pocket. And yes. I'm not saying that all agents are like that. Sure. I'm just saying that that's kind of the feeling that I'd had. And so that's why I could never let go. And that's why I'm excited about joining the Moore Group, because I want every recruiter that I build a relationship to know that their client or their physician or whoever they may be working with that's my first and most important, interest is in them, sure, in their investment. And if we sell them a house or rent them a house, great. If we don't, that's okay. It's all about the relationship. And so that's why I'm excited about the Moore Group, that I can finally do something that I never had. I never had this when I was a recruiter, and so now I can step into their shoes and I can fill a need that they have and take on something that they really don't have time for. They have a lot going on in their careers, and so if I can jump in and be a partner with them, I think it's going to be a win-win for all of us.
Well, one of the things I know that you found as being a recruiter, you know firsthand how 80% of these families' decisions is not really the job and the benefits and all that, because they can go anywhere in the United States, right, and get these jobs, especially these specialized physicians and also the executives that we work with. So you know how important it is to really focus in on the lifestyle of Lexington.
Absolutely.
And that's really what we at the Moore Group bring to the table, and what we're trying to get job recruiters to do is to, as they're bringing them in for these interviews, set aside an hour with the Moore Group. We're not going to show them houses. No. We're not even going to talk about that stuff unless they ask us about it. But what we're going to do is spend time with them talking, about the lifestyle of Lexington. We pull them in here to our office, and we do a Google Earth search, and then we get them in the cars and just kind of show them the highlights. So our job is more of helping the job recruiters just land this candidate. Then we deal with the real estate stuff on the back end.
Yes.
And, we're finding with the job recruiters that we work with right now that they are, their success rate is almost batting 1,000 now that they've started doing that. So talk a little bit more, too, about how just very important it is that we're able to get a hold of that candidate early, not with real estate in mind, but get a hold of that candidate early.
It's so crucial. People make their decisions based on where they're going to be happy and where their children are going to be happy and what their interests are. And so that's what we want to do. We want to dig down and find out, is it something about a sport? Is it something about, restaurants that they're interested in? Is it the community? Is it a church? So it's really just finding out what makes them happy as a family or individually. And so that's what we want to do as far as the Moore Group is build that relationship with your client just like you built that relationship. And so they feel like that this is all of us together working to bring them into something that they're going to be happy, because at the end of the day, a job is a job, a hospital is a hospital, a career is a career, but where you live and where you're happy and where your family is happy is the absolute most important thing. And what most people don't realize, and a lot of recruiters don't realize, is that if your family's happy and they're embedded into the community and they're involved, they'll never leave you.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
The
That's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, the turnover rate is minimal compared to if you just throw them into the hospital and you say, hey, I'm going to give you this sign-on bonus, I'm going to pay you this hourly rate. At the end of the day, somebody down the street is going to offer them $5 more and they're going to be gone.
Yeah.
It's not about that. It's about them being happy where they're living, happy where they're, being involved in the community, and that way you don't have enough, too much turnover. So.
Well, good deal. Well, we're just really excited to hopefully have an opportunity to sit down with you face to face. If you are a job recruiter, whether it's in the medical field or on the executive side or really any kind of field, we'd love the opportunity to explain how the Moore Group can really be an asset in helping you, get the candidates that you like. So anyway, you can send us an email or contact me or Amanda. And thank you for your time for watching this segment.